Next up, we have Box Has Key Temple Ruins from the Baba Is You OST. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. We just got started. I'm already messing up. If we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers before Christmas of 2025, which is a real, actual, plausible possibility right now, blows my mind. Thank you once again, everybody, for being here. If we somehow reach that, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever y'all want, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. This has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behavior. No rat behavior. Go use the hype function on YouTube. We have I don't know how it works, but we have a group led by RPG Warrior on the Discord that knows how it works. So go hype the videos up. Get the boosts on the algorithm. Go share the videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two distinct concepts, by the way. And bring me artists to collaborate with. Do not harass anyone. Do not spam anyone. Do not be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of the tier that you're in, you get access to the videos for the week on Saturday when I publish them, or when I schedule them, sorry. So become a member today. So for the LFAs. There's that. Disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time listening to this, so I will be pausing a lot, and I will be speaking a lot, as I will be pointing things out, and I will be explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I already interrupted myself. I already stumbled upon my words several times. I will do it again. Whatever happens, happens. So, with that being said, goddammit, shell shock. With that being said, let's see what we got here. Box has the key. This one, I'm being told it loops at 2:15. So let's see where this goes. Okay, so first few seconds, we are introduced to our initial beat. A fairly nice, almost funky beat. Drums, pretty straightforward. And yeah, bro's intros get longer every stream. Yes, but that's because I'm bad at them. That's different. So, should I just put a text with the disclaimers? Like the disclaimers, I think we can just put a text on top. Being like, disclaimer, these are the two disclaimers, let's just continue. And then I can do the other announcements. I think we could just do that. I think I'm just gonna set that up afterwards. Anyway, so, we have now a beat, and we're about to get the initial bass line. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so we start now, we bring on, and yeah, I'll do that, the forklift. Let's do that after this video. We're gonna start doing that, at least for the disclaimers. At least for those disclaimers. For the rest of it, I still want to do the thing, but for the disclaimers, let's actually do that. Good idea, good idea. So this is the last video where we get the full disclaimers said out loud. So, we bring now this somewhat bass synth. It's kind of like a bass, kind of like a synth at the same time, giving us our initial motif. It's either our motif or the accompaniment. Either way, it can be, it's either a it's going to be either a motif or the motif or the accompaniment. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the essence from which everything else comes from. I like how the rhythm isn't 100% straightforward. And Stealth, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the mosh pit. Welcome today. How you doing? And it kind of cuts off. It seems like it's an odd time signature. So let's explore the concept of an odd time signature. So when you're making music, you have three components: melody, harmony, and rhythm. Rhythm is the use of time. Time being how fast or slow things happen, whether what rhythms you're using, what beat you're using, that kind of thing, which is then subdivided into bars or measures. These are interchangeable terms. They mean the exact same thing. Don't believe the academics when they tell you they're separate things. So we have these, which are then determined by a time signature. Time signature being then determined by two numbers, upper number and lower number. The upper number is how many beats you have in a measure, the lower number being what type of beat you have in the measure. Any else for the intro thing you don't want to interrupt, of course? Okay, remind me afterwards then. So yes, in English, the representation for the lower number is pretty easy. Whole notes are represented by number 1, half notes by number 2, quarter notes by number 4, eighth notes by number 8, 16th notes by number 16, so on and so forth. One whole note contains 2 half notes, one half note contains 2 quarter notes, one quarter note contains 2 eighth notes, so on and so forth. So a 4/4 bar, being the most common one that we have in the West, would be 4 quarter notes in a single measure, which is then determined, you just count them in quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pretty straightforward. So the way that counting works in music is usually divided into quarter notes and bigger, and eighth notes and smaller. Quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes, you're gonna just count them individually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna just count them with that feeling, no matter how many you get. So we can go for 4/4. If we change from 4 to 6, then we just add 2 more quarter notes at the end, and we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's simple. However, once you enter eighth note territory, you have to start counting in what is called subdivisions, which complicates things a little bit more. But that's not the thing we're talking about. We're talking about odd time signatures. Drilling is done? Nice. So odd time signatures is when you have the upper number be an odd number except the number 3 in 3/4. The number 3/4 is the only odd time signature that is not considered an odd time signature. I know it makes very little sense, but that's because of the dance-like feeling that the 3/4 gets. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or in the case of a minuet, when you accentuate the final quarter note, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That kind of thing. However, once you start getting into other ones, for example, 5, 7, 9, etc., then you start getting into what we call odd time signatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I mentioned, when you're talking eighth notes, that was not me coughing out of illness. That was because I almost choked on my own fucking spit. So something like, for example, a 5/8. So the difference is, if a quarter note contains 2 eighth notes, mathematically speaking, 2 bars of 5/8 would equal a bar of 5/4. Mathematically, yes. Realistically, no. Because 5/4 is counted 5 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as I mentioned earlier, eighth notes and forward, you start subdividing. And the way you do it is that you then group in groups of 2 and groups of 3. Because eighths and forward are usually faster when you count them. So counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not as convenient as it is if you start just counting the subdivisions 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So you count a group of 2 and a group of 3. And then you can get 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. It's a lot faster. It's meant to be a lot faster. So even though 2 bars of 5/8 would have the same amount of time as a bar of 5/4, the feeling is all about that is different. And I think right now we have some sort of odd time signature going on over here. By the way, hello, person with the katakana name. I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what the name is. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see where it goes. Oh, we bring in a... Now we have our motif. The melody has the motif now, and this new... 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so what I think is going on over here is we are having subdivisions within the 4/4, because the main melody is in 4/4, And yeah, the main melody is giving us like a little bit of echo, which I'm going to explain in a moment. And then the rhythm, the drums are in 4/4. Some part of the drums are in 4/4, and then the rest of them are in groups of 3 and 2. So we are having a kind of like a phantom time signature. So while the main count is in 4/4, just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we are engaging in what is called this kind of counts like polyrhythms. Rhythm. Usually polyrhythms are a lot more pronounced than this, but this time what we are doing is that we are inserting different time signatures within the time signature. So instrument number 1 is playing in 4/4 and is just doing several bars of 4/4. That is all that the first instrument brings. Let's say 2 bars of 4/4, while another instrument, while still in 4/4, and Royal, welcome today, how you doing? While still in 4/4, secretly we are doing groups of 3 plus 2, I think. So we are doing technically group of 3. We're still using the same thing to 1, 2, 3, and then 2. So we are technically not counting 4/4, 2 groups of 4/4. We're counting 2 groups of 3 and 1 group of 2, something like that. So while the lower one is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, the other one is going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it is giving us this sense of multiple rhythms happening at the same time. Usually when you have a polyrhythm, it's going to be a syncopation kind of thing. Syncopation means that it's like the rhythms don't fully align, but in this case we are just changing the feeling of the measures so that we can get this sensation of multiple layers at the same time. And then we have the melody being echoed. When it comes to digital music, in this case this is fully digital music, we have no way of naturally making echo out of these instruments because there's no echo to record. This is just completely produced by the computer. So instead we emulate the echo with one of 2 main techniques or processes. One of them is reverb and the other one is delay. Now, reverb is the small scale echo. Imagine being in an empty room or in a church or in an auditorium, that kind of thing, when you speak and you can hear your voice echo almost immediately. While delay is, imagine you're standing at the Grand Canyon, is the type that we know as echo, right? Like echo, 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 that kind of thing. That is delay. And yeah, that is what we're getting right now. Let's see where this goes. So yes, the synth that was giving us the accompaniment, that one is in groups of 3s and 2s, while the drums is keeping the 4/4, giving us this very interesting sense of instability within the times within the rhythm, which adds to a which just adds to it, right? Let's see where this goes. New melody with a new drum beat too. Oh, so as you what we did. So we took the instruments and we flipped them around. We have now the bassy synth giving us a melody, which sounds to be an elongated version of the original motif. Then the one that had the echo, the delayed one, is now on the lower end, playing those chords in a similar rhythm. And now we have the higher one engaging in elongation. Elongation is when you slow down music. When you slow down something in your music to make it take longer. So before we had, so for example, the easiest example of elongation I can think of is Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. The initial motif, ba 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 bum. So rhythmically, ba 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 bum. Then Beethoven for, I think, the second movement, or one of the subsequent movements, the motif gets elongated from ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, thank you for the $1. Thank you for the $1.
This is for town bribe. Zeleny guy, Kazakhstan.
All right. Remind me to put this afterwards. Thank you for the $1. So let me just add it here before I forget. So yes, elongation. So the Fifth Symphony goes from ba-ba-ba-bum to ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. So that is okay. That's Baz. Okay, Baz. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. So yes, elongation. That's what it does, and that is what we're doing with the motif. Now it's being played higher up, and it's now longer. Let's see where this goes. Ooh, and on top we put another version of the melody, another version of the motif. And more chimes. We develop the melody further. Man, this is almost trippy. I like this. Okay, and now we are engaging the melody in what I think is some parallel motion. So again, 3 components for music: melody, harmony, rhythm. When it comes to melody, we have something called counterpoint. Counterpoint being the study of melodies, how they develop, how they progress, how they interact with one another, usually in the context of 2 melodies pit side by side. And counterpoint is measured in motion. One of the ways you can measure counterpoint is in motion. There are 3 types of motion. There's contrary, there's similar, and there's parallel. Now, I think we got parallel over here. So contrary motion means you have 2 melodies from different points. One goes one way, the other one goes another way. Similar motion means both of the lines are mostly going the same way, but there's a lot of difference in between. And parallel motion just means that they are doing the same exact thing, just from different points in this scale. And go ahead, BCCHP, go ahead. So right now we're engaging in parallel motion here and there every once in a while, so that the main melody gets that extra adornment to it. Naylor, welcome today. How you doing? That's okay, no worries. I like this. What? It sounds like it's 2 synths. One is more chimey, one is more synthy than the other. We go back to a new version of the original motif being played, I would say. The original chords. Let's see. And my understanding is it's going to loop soon. We remove the bass. We bring a cadence, and I think, and then it loops. Okay, so there you go. So this is considerably better than just fading out. Let me see if it's true that it just loops. Yeah, so it just completely loops. And this thing is just built so that it just keeps going over and 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 over again. And that's it. And yeah, we end with a half cadence, and then we bring back the drums. So we slowly remove the layers, we remove the bass, then we remove the melodies, the chords, which end in a half cadence, which then just go back to the drums, and the drums just loop very much back to the beginning. So a half cadence. When you're making music, you're doing one of 2 things. You are building tension, or you are resolving that tension. That point in between we call cadence. However, as I just mentioned, there is a type of cadence called a half cadence. Half cadence is when you intentionally do not resolve the tension on the in the section that you are in. So for the purposes that it gets resolved in the following section or the following track. For example, self-promotion, I'm gonna, this is just my examples now. So I have a few songs that I've written. By the way, warning, these songs are melodic death metal, symphonic melodic death metal. So they are very intense, but if you're willing to bear with it, listen to my song Second Conquest. This one ends with a half cadence, so it intentionally does not resolve, but if you then play As We March, if you then listen to As We March back to back, so Second Conquest followed by As We March, the half cadence that is unresolved in Second Conquest resolves in As We March. And that is how half cadences work. And that is what this has done here, so that it can just keep looping infinitely. And yeah, there you go. That was Box Has Key Temple Ruins from the Baba Is You OST. Very cool, very chill, and some very interesting concepts right there in the middle. So there you go. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So if you are watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever you'll want, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. This has to be achieved through legitimate means only, so no account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behavior. Share the videos, the streams with your friends, families. Those are two distinct concepts, by the way. Use the hype function. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on Discord that does. And bring me more artists to collaborate with. I do not harass, do not spam anyone. Members get early access to the content. Once again, I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of the tier that you're in, you get access to the videos on Saturdays when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. Yes, if you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord server, link down below, go to the LFA requests channel, and follow the instructions on the pinned message. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. Link down below. So, if you live in Alkmaar, Suriname, which is apparently just one strip of land, and you're like, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to the Discord or the Twitch. Link down below, and the schedule is there in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the after-show recordings of the gaming after-shows when they happen. We record them, we stream them live on the main channel, and then the recordings go onto the gaming channel. So, link down below, or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. That was Box Has Key, Temple Ruins. Good stuff, man. That was surprisingly good. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.